Hello, Scorpio. Welcome to your monthly reading. We're going to get into it and see what you need to know this month. Okay, keep in mind that I personally believe that these messages are timeless. So whenever you see this reading is when you're meant to see it. All right. I am filming this on Thursday, October 2nd, 2025 at 2:25 p.m. All right. Don't bring anything into your life that does not belong, you guys. Do me a favor, like and subscribe to continue to catch the vibe so we can keep getting into it. Okay? Anything you need to know is below in the description box. If you want to book a personal reading, feel free. All right? Let me know in the comments if it resonates. Hype the video if you got some hypes. I greatly appreciate all of you guys for being here. And I just hope that whatever comes out will help you. We're going to do the four corners for Scorpio, guardian angels, archangels, spirit guides, and ancestors of the highest vibration. Father, Mother, God, you guys have been coming out a lot. You may want to go watch your rising sign reading. Rising sign has been a topic of conversation in a lot of the readings, okay? Definitely sun, moon, rising, Venus, Mars, North Node, all of those could be important. But let's see, Spirit, what does Scorpio need to know? So in the first corner, we have self and identity. Eight of Wands. All right. So you guys could definitely be seeing yourself as progressive, moving forward. There's a lot of communication, a lot of messages. You could be talking to a lot of people. You could be getting a lot of things done. Things could be moving really quickly for you. You may just feel like you're ready to take action. You could be feeling very energized, having a lot of energy, being very motivated to do the things that you need to do in life. Okay. August could have been significant for you guys. Leo season could have been very significant when it comes to things moving forward or things starting to, progress. Okay. Now, when it comes to your career and money, we have the Three of Wands. So that's Aries energy. You could be dealing with a lot of fire signs for some of you. But you're looking forward to something when it comes to your career, when it comes to your money, when it comes to getting promotions, making progress, when it comes to the potential of opportunities that are happening in your life right now. I feel like you guys are working towards having a more optimistic perspective. You've made a decision when it comes to your career and how you want things to move forward. All right. The decision has been made. You're not going to renege on it. I don't think you're going to go back and change your mind. So if anyone's trying to get you to change your mind, it's kind of like a lost cause, okay? Whatever they're saying to you to try to get you to turn back around, to revisit something, to go back again, it could be falling on deaf ears, all right? And you could be working with an Aries for some of you guys. When it comes to love and relationships, you have the title card. Who else got that? I don't remember. I know Cancer just got the title card clarifying their career and money, but somebody else got the title card, I feel like, right here. Can't remember who it is. Some of you guys could be married, okay? When it comes to your relationships or love life, you could be in a relationship with someone and you guys are committed to each other. You're married to each other. There's some type of title that you're putting on to this connection. You're saying, yes, this is my friend. Right? Instead of just being acquaintances or knowing someone in passing, you're saying, yes, this is my friend. Yes, this is my significant other. Yes, this is my partner. Yes, we are married. This is my spouse. There is some type of title being placed on the connections that you have in your personal life. This could also be a contract of some kind. Some of you guys are making agreements with people, vowing things to people, taking vows, renewing your vows, things like that. And when it comes to the hidden realms, okay, what you don't see, what could be in your subconscious, that type of stuff, you have the Six of Swords. Okay. I think Virgo got this. There's a significant forward progression that you guys are making in your life, Scorpio. You feel like you're being guided in a certain direction. Like you are being guided. All right. There could be a roadmap, GPS, I don't know, something like that. But it's like whatever you're going through right now that may be tumultuous or difficult, you know that you're coming out of that. That's about to come to a close. in your life. And I feel like you guys can see the road ahead. You see the land ahead. You see where you're going. And I feel like you guys are very confident about that. All right. Libra, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, any of those signs could be significant. At the bottom, we have the 8 of Pentacles. Okay. Virgo as well. This is about work. This is about your career. This is about your education, going back to school, making progress when it comes to your degree, making progress when it comes to your career. You could also be learning something new. You guys are just very productive this month, possibly because this could be your birthday month. Okay. When I'm filming this, it's October. So this could be your birthday month and you could just feel very invigorated, very inspired. You could have a lot of energy because of that, but things are working out. And it's like you're on track. So I'm getting like for students or people who are studying something, you're on track to graduate. You have all of your credits. Everything is in order. If it's your career or your business, things are moving according to plan. Things are on track. You're on schedule. You may even be ahead of schedule. You guys could be doing things to, make sure you stay on track. You may be working a little extra. Okay. But whatever it is to make sure you do things at the time that they need to be done and the schedule keeps moving forward. That's what you guys are doing. Now with the 8 of Wands, you have the 3 of Pentacles. Ooh, and the Queen of Wands. Yes. So some of you guys may have just gotten some type of raise or increase or promotion. When it comes to your profession, you're being recognized. Some of you guys may be being recognized for your looks, for your appearance. When it comes to the Queen of Wands, you're very confident about what it is that you do. Okay. You know what you're doing. And that's part of the reason I feel that you feel confident, because you're very proficient. You've studied, you've learned, you've educated yourself, and you know what it is that you're doing. And I don't feel there, you may be receiving some opposition from people here and there. Like there could be people who are intimidated by what you know. They could be intimidated by your career, what you do for work. Some people could even be intimidated by your looks or how much attention that you receive. But it's like, that doesn't really matter. The way you see it is that you know what you're doing. You know where you're going. You're very confident in the decisions that you're making and you're standing on it. I also feel like you're setting boundaries with people, specifically at work. When it comes to talking about your personal life, you don't really share a lot. I mean, you're open and you're willing to communicate with people, and you may talk to a lot of people that you meet or that you work with. But I also feel like there's certain boundaries, like there's certain things that you're just not going to talk about with people. There's just certain things that you're not going to share with certain people, specifically coworkers, because I feel like there's a boundary. It's like okay, Scorpio, you feel like everybody can't be in your business. And I feel like you could specifically be dealing with a fire sign feminine who could be very talkative, and they may always be trying to pry into your business and what's going on. It feels like this is someone who you work with who always wants to know what you've been doing. And, what did you do this weekend? What did you get into? And it's like they tell you everything about what they have going on because they're trying to get you into a place where you let your guard down and you kind of talk to them about what you have going on. And it's because they're kind of intimidated by you. I feel like they're a little nosy. Okay. 3 of Wands. We have the 6 of Pentacles and the High Priestess. Okay. So Scorpio, your intuition is telling you that you're about to receive some type of raise, bonus, increase, or that the promotion that you have already gotten is going to help facilitate progress that you can make in your life. I feel like you're receiving a gift. This could be a shout out. This could be somebody referring you. Maybe you're getting a referral for a job or something that's going on, but this is kind of private as well. A lot of your month is focused on professional progression. That's what it feels like to me. Some of you guys know intuitively that you're going to receive something or you're going to be chosen for something. You just expect it. You know it's coming. You're confident that you got the job. You're confident that you're getting the promotion. You're confident that your boss is going to give you the raise, or that your business is going to make more money over probably like the next 3 to 6 months because you've been more productive. Okay. There could be something going on behind the scenes where, like, if there's a situation where you are being looked over for a promotion or a raise or a bonus, that is your intuitive sign and synchronicity confirmation that it's time for you to move on, or it's time for you to expand into new avenues, right? But either way, it's positive. It's like, you know, it's either this or that. And if it's not this, it's that. Okay. With the title card, you have the Page of Wands and the Page of Pentacles. So somebody may be bringing you some type of good news when it comes to the connections that you have, the connections that you forged. I feel like there's a message coming in that's very positive, and it has the potential to lead to something very concrete in your life. You could be meeting someone and you feel like they have the potential to be your spouse, or they have the potential to be a really good friend. You may be going on excursions or outings with your friends. You could be discovering new places to go and, you know, restaurants to eat at, you know, things that you may enjoy doing. With the Pentacles and the Wands, though, I feel like you feel really good. I feel like also your work or your job, whatever you do for work or however you make money, is introducing you to new experiences, new people, new things. Everything is exciting, right? And I feel like you're networking, or you're making a lot of connections with people because of your profession or because of what you do for work. And probably because you're very good at what you do, it prompts people to want to connect with you even more. Okay. Now with the Six of Swords, we have the Star and the Four of Wands. Check out. Scorpio, this is a really good reading. You're very optimistic about the future, and I feel like you have a reason to be. It's like you feel what's coming, and you know you have a reason to be excited, or you have a reason to get excited. Some of you are going to be able to heal a relationship with someone where either you guys are going to be able to move forward together in peace, or you are resolving whatever conflict that you have, and both of you are going your own separate ways, but amicably. So if there is a breakup, or there's some type of argument that you have with someone in your life, I feel like you're able to heal from that and move on from that in a very positive way, to where both of you guys are good. You know, even if this was from the past, like there could be a lot of situations where you're mending fences with people, but it doesn't necessarily mean that you guys are going to continue to talk to these people every day. It just means that there's no bad blood between you. Okay. The situation, we have the Strength card. So you could be dealing with a Leo. The signs that are out here right now are Aquarius, Pisces, and Leo so far. I feel like whatever you're doing right now, whatever situations that you're in this month, require you to have a lot of courage and bravery. It also requires for you to have strength, but not like the conventional strong, you know, masculine representation of strength. It's like, it could be inner strength. It could be spiritual strength, mental and emotional strength. I feel like you're also overcoming a lot of adversity. So you may be the first person to do something in your family, or the first person to do something, you know, for your community in a way that no one's ever really been able to do it before. Kind of feels like you're defying the odds in a situation, right? Like if you grew up in the hood, people may not have thought that you could grow up to be a doctor or a lawyer or someone very prominent, but that's where you're going. That's what you're working towards. If this is you, like educating yourself, you're in college, or you're getting a degree, higher learning of any kind, your family may not have expected you to do this, or you're the first person in your family to start a business, go to college, graduate, you know, things like that. Maybe you're even the first person to move to a new city. Like, your family could be from one place and everybody's always been there, but you're going to venture out and be brave and move to a different city, state, zip code, country, something like that. Six of Swords, Three of Wands, you know, Eight of Wands. You could be traveling for work, you know, taking a job in a place that's overseas, or taking a job in a place that, you know, is across the country. And it does require you to be very brave, but you're really focused. And I feel like very determined to accomplish these goals. Now, the Strength card, yep, Seven of Wands and the Page of Swords. You're determined, Seven of Wands. You want to accomplish this goal, and you're going to do it whether people around you like it or not. People are watching you do this. I feel like there's a lot of people who see you as very brave and courageous. They're observing you. You could specifically have an air sign observing you, or young people. You could be a mentor or big brother, big sister, someone like that. People look up to you, I feel. There's someone who's watching you and they look up to you. And they see you fighting these battles and being very strong when it comes to overcoming adversity and handling negativity. Page of Swords, Page of Wands, Page of Pentacles. This could be your sibling, your younger brother, younger sister, little cousin. Somebody sees you doing things that they never thought possible, and they see you as like a role model. Advice, Knight of Swords. Okay. Don't get too stuck on the past. Like, anything that happened in the past that was disappointing, or stupid things that people say even in the present moment. It's like Spirit doesn't want you to get too distracted right now. Now's not the time for you to be distracted by petty things or frivolous things. Yeah. What's the Knight of Swords? King of Wands and the Seven of Pentacles. Okay. There's one big thing that you're investing in. You've invested a lot of time and energy into something that you're doing, and you've been waiting for an opportunity to come. I feel like someone is going to give you this opportunity that you've been waiting for, because you have the Eight of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. So whatever that pinnacle is that you've been searching for or waiting for, I feel like there's someone here who's going to give you that pinnacle. And it could be a fire sign for some of you guys, but it doesn't have to be. I feel like it could be this Leo that's coming through with the Strength card. Like, there's somebody noticing you. I feel like you're getting noticed. Or someone is paying attention to how much work that you're putting in. I feel like your advice is to keep going. Like, if you feel like there's something that you've been doing that hasn't been getting the recognition that you feel it deserves, or there's something that you've been working on for a really long time, or you've been working really hard for something, you put in a lot of effort in order to do something with your life that you believe in, I feel like Spirit is telling you to persevere. You guys have something important to say, or something that you're doing is very important. And I also feel like what you don't see is that you're going to accomplish your goal if you stay focused. Because Spirit is guiding you in the right direction, and you're moving in the right direction. And I think you guys can feel that. You can sense that. But sometimes, you know, we can get discouraged, especially if we don't see the progress that we expect to see. I feel like you may not, well, Scorpios who resonate with this, you guys may not see the progress that you feel like you're supposed to see, because you're so focused on staying productive, staying on task. It's like you're looking down at your work. You're not focused on anybody else. And I feel like that's how it should be. And because of that, because you are so determined you don't see that you're making these strides forward, but I feel like you're going to actually feel it this month. If there's anyone saying anything like out the side of their neck, which is basically talking shit, I feel like your spirit team is kind of telling you to drown that out. Like, it's not important. If anybody specifically is like saying, oh, whatever you're doing is a waste of time and whatever you're doing isn't worth it, you could easily do this or do that. Like, for example, if you work a good job, but you don't want to be an employee your whole life, and you've put a lot of blood, sweat, and tears into like a business that you wanted to start, or something that you feel belongs to you, like you own it, you're the CEO, this is your baby, but you have people around you like friends or family members who are kind of like, they're not discouraging you, but they could be kind of like saying things that are counterproductive, right? So for example, if your family, sees you wanting to start this business, but they know you have a really good job and you make a lot of money that's, more than anyone else in your family has ever made, they're pocket watching you. And they're like, why do you want to start a business? You got a good job. You making such and such. You making 6 figures. Why would you want to leave this 6-figure job to start a business and you don't even know if it's going to work out? That's crazy. I would just have that job and be good. It's like that type of stuff. That's kind of like, okay, but I don't want to work for somebody my whole life, dummy. You know what I mean? Like, don't let those little stupid things that people say affect you when it comes to how determined you are to achieve your goal, because I think those things could get to you. But there are people here when it comes to like love and relationships in your life where I feel like there are people who support you, or there are people who understand the vision. It's about the vision. Not everybody's going to see your vision, but you do. And the people who need to see it do. And I feel like you could have somebody who's kind of like watching you, but you don't know they're watching you because you're so focused on accomplishing your goal. And whoever that is either seeing you as a role model and inspirational to them, basically to tell them that they can achieve their goals, or that person who's watching you is admiring your tenacity and they're admiring your work ethic, and they may want to help facilitate the growth of whatever it is that you're doing and invest in what you're doing because they see how determined you are to succeed. Okay. What else for Scorpio? Ooh, tension in reverse. So there's a release or relief of tension, stressed out, migraines, worry. Any of that negativity is going away. All right. Longing. We have missing you. Let's talk. Reunion. Okay. And laughter, happiness, joy, and healing. So someone is longing to be in your presence again, Scorpio. I'd be cautious of that because it seems like they want to be in your presence, or they miss you, or they want to talk, or they want to reunite because they see you having less stress in your life. They see you being less worried, less anxious, less stressed out. You have more joy and happiness in your life. You've been healing. There's things that you've improved upon, and you've moved forward really quickly, and they may be wanting to connect with you or reconnect with you because of that. And that has the potential sometimes to bring you down. Okay. So I would be very cautious because there's definitely a lot of eyes on you. There are definitely a lot of people watching you, and I don't know if everybody necessarily is coming with the right energy. Okay. Ooh, the grass was fake. The grass was greener because it was fake, child. AstroTurf, catfish. Someone is not who they appear to be. And new view, seeing things from a higher perspective. So yeah, if there's anyone who kind of like caused problems in your life, or if there's anyone who possibly didn't see your vision or didn't believe that you could accomplish something, and now it's starting to become clear in the physical realm that you're accomplishing whatever this is that they didn't think you could accomplish, they see that. They're watching that. And they're going to try to come with this mask on or this fakeness because they've realized that it was actually better with you than without you. But you are going to realize how fake this person is, or how much they could be, kind of lying to yourself, or how much you could have been lying to yourself about who they really are. You're going to see them from a higher perspective so that doesn't, interfere with what you have going on. Somebody really wants to talk to you. And it's like they're going to present the conversation or the message very casually at first. But it's like you're going to pick up intuitively on the sense of entitlement that this person has behind whatever they're saying. So like, for example, if you have a tight schedule and this person reaches out to you because they energetically can feel the improvements that you're making in your life, they may just assume that you're going to make time for them, or they may just assume that you're going to answer their phone call or text them back right away. But there may have been some type of change that you've made, obviously, where it's like Spirit is trying to kind of warn you against like falling into old habits, I feel like, with this person. Because they're going to come back in as if nothing has changed, but it's like everything has changed. What do you mean? And I feel like you're going to start to see that from a different perspective and kind of finally get the bigger picture of like what this person represents in your life. That's going to be on you. What is the advice for Scorpio child? Oh, Lord, y'all got 3 cards. Get out of here. We have hope. Hope is a beam of light in the darkness. Adventure. And it says adventure is the path to new worlds. And finally, we have nurture. Nurture others and also yourself. Yeah. So you have to leave enough room to take care of yourself. You have to save enough money or put enough money to the side to take care of your needs. You have to save enough energy to take care of yourself and to pour back into yourself. Okay? Because you're preparing for a new cycle that's coming into your life, or the next chapter that you're moving into. And there's a need for you to remain positive and optimistic. And you can't waste all of that energy on people who didn't believe in you. You have to pour it into yourself. Somebody's going to offer you a relationship possibly as well. And you may turn it down. You may turn down a job offer. You may turn down a relationship. You may turn down a friendship. You may decide to go your separate ways with someone. And at least on your end, I don't think there are any hard feelings. And this person may say that there are no hard feelings, but underneath the surface, there could be. Could be difficult for this person to move on. Anyway, at the bottom of the deck, we have universal wisdom. You might want to go watch the Cancer reading. The universe is full of wisdom. Seek its guidance. And then finally, at the back, you have gratitude. Be grateful for every moment. Keep a heart of gratitude. Yeah. I think that's why things are moving forward for you, Scorpio. I feel like you guys can see that you're very blessed, or that you have a lot to look forward to in the future, and you can feel energetically that you're moving forward into a place of your life that's less stressful. And I think, honestly, that makes people really happy. And that's why you have the laughter card. So enjoy it. The month looks good. Happy early birthday if you're born in October, child. And that's it, Scorpio. I hope this message helps you guys. Be sure to like and subscribe to continue to catch the vibe. If you find the message did help, please consider donating through PayPal, Venmo, or Zelle below. It is greatly appreciated and very helpful for me to be able to continue to bring you these readings. Also, if you want to book a reading, you can. Let me know in the comments if it resonated, and I hope you guys enjoy your day. I'll see y'all next time. Bye.